The community expansion now underway in Ridgefield is not unrestrained or unregulated growth.
Growth was coming to Ridgefield, and we planned for it. We have farming communities that have decided that we don't want to farm anymore.
As farm families continue to retire and their former land transitions away from historic agricultural uses, the changes happening here are the result of an intentional and well-considered process, a process guided by Washington State's Growth Management Act, or GMA as it is commonly known.
We have to conform to the Growth Management Act, which means that we need to meet a certain density.
The GMA acts as a guide for community development and land use management. It requires that counties and municipalities develop comprehensive plans to manage growth. Among the various goals, the GMA exists to prevent sprawl, transportation gridlock, and large population densities not served by necessary resources. Additionally, the GMA sets forth to ensure adequate, affordable housing, spur economic development, and protect property rights, the bigger goal being the formation of a healthy, balanced community. During development of the most recent comprehensive plan, the county first identified Ridgefield's future population objectives and the land to accomplish those targets. The city then engaged the public through in-person and phone interviews, stakeholder group meetings, and online surveys to define how to best accomplish this task. Several open houses were hosted by the city, while the citizen-led Ridgefield Planning Commission held more than a dozen public hearings. Finally, the Ridgefield City Council hosted multiple work sessions and public hearings prior to adopting the finalized plan. Together, this created a blueprint for jobs, services, amenities, and infrastructure needed for the expected growth of Ridgefield. Clark County's population growth and its expansion northward into local lands is an expected and ongoing process, but Ridgefield's growth can also lead to pressures on the small-town charm and the infrastructure to support the community, like schools. The GMA brings new services and amenities like retail and recreation options and new patrons to the historic downtown businesses. The work involved to assure an excellent community is never really done. But what can citizens do to be heard?
There are so many avenues for people to come and volunteer and get involved in our community. We're still shaping the future of Ridgefield, and there's a lot of work to be done.
Whether through community surveys, planning workshops, new community forums, or even legislative processes, you can get involved in continuing to make Ridgefield a great place to be.
To help us make Ridgefield grow and prosper well into the future.
And the next time you hear someone say, growth is out of control, ask them if they've heard about the Growth Management Act. To learn more, follow the link below.